The referee of the game will be from Moldova.
Greetings from cloudy Prague from Rugby Europe U18 Championship, which is in this year held here in Stadium Marketa, also together with the European, with the Rugby Europe Under-20 Championship. So this is something we will always see the day after the 18 games. Today we had opener. Just a few moments ago we saw a victory of the Netherlands over Belgium. It was a game that was expected to be very close and very balanced and even. This is because it was a game between ranked 4th and 5th team from the previous year. But what we have seen was more of a dominance of the Netherlands, which played with higher intensity, aggressivity, and in the end they earned a well-deserved victory, 34-6. On the other hand, what needs to be said is that for the around, let's say, 60th minute of this game, the score was just 10-6. Belgium started very well in the second half. They managed to score 2 penalties, but then in the last 20 minutes the rainfall of Dutch tries started, and that's why the result looked so dramatic in the end. What is now ahead of us is the second game of this Under-18 tournament between Portugal and Romania. As we can see, the ball boys are ready on the field. Flags of Portugal and Romania, both opponents of the upcoming match, as well as Rugby Europe, are ready in place and waiting the players to appear in the tunnel. If you were not watching the first game, I will bother you with a few more information about the tournament. So in the first place, each team will play exactly 3 games during the time span of 8 days. So we are starting today on Saturday and ending next Saturday. And the system is basically knockout. When today we have some sort of quarterfinals, the victorious teams are going forward to the semifinals, and the losers are then continuing in, let's say, the second tier semifinals. So from the first game we already know that the winner of the game between Switzerland and Georgia will play against the Netherlands, while Belgium will play with the loser of the same game. Now the relationship of this game, of the upcoming game between Portugal and Romania, this is tightly linked to the game we will see in the evening between the local side Czechia and Spain. So as we are still waiting for the teams to appear in the tunnels, we can update the spectators about the weather condition. Of course, it's November, it's already fall. Today it's 5 degrees here at Marketa. The stadium is quite infamous for the windy conditions. One interesting thing, except for the fact that there are a couple of Portuguese fans, as we can now see, that found the way to the stadium today, is that this is primarily a speedway, so motorbikes are riding here in the ovals in the competition. But when the engines are stopped, then this is the place of rugby. This is called by the local rugby federation as the national stadium. It is equipped with the artificial grass, so this is why all the games, why it is possible to play all the games in here, because there is no mud. It's just black rubber which is under the grass, and it can withstand many matches and also unfavorable weather conditions. So this is it about the tournament of Under-18. The Under-20 tournament starts tomorrow, and the system is the very same. Again, it's 3 rounds. It's just always the day after the Under-18 games. One cherry on the top this day is that after all the games are played, meaning that also the game between Czechia and Spain, which starts at 5:30 local time PM, there will be also the first home match of Bohemia Rugby Warriors, which is a franchise competing in Rugby Europe Super Cup. But now let's go back to this match that is going to start in just a few moments, in some 5 minutes, game between Romania and Portugal. The officials, let's talk about the match officials for this match. The main referee is Mr. Evgeny Prokopi from Moldavia, and his assistant referees are gentlemen Ondřej Forst and Dmitry Chomutov, who are the local Czech match officials. Now we can get ready for the national anthems, probably starting with the Romanian.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthems of Romania and Portugal.
Performance by the Romanian team, and now national anthem of Portugal. And the Portuguese players by no means have definitely not lost this contest and singing, but now it's time for the more important contest in the rugby. The odds for this game are quite clear. The Portuguese are entering as the team which is expected to win in this match. If we look at the ranking, so the teams are of course ranked based on the previous championship, previous season, where the Georgian players earned the victory, but Portugal was the second. They end up in the final, and Romania, after the last game against Czechia, actually they lost just by 2 points. Romanian lost by the result of the game was 10-8. So they are now meeting the second Portugal. The reason why they are not meeting the first Georgia is that on the previous edition of this tournament there was also Germany, but for the financial reasons Germany was not able to participate in this year's, and therefore Switzerland from the lower trophy division was nominated, and that's why it's Switzerland and Georgia the next game we will see. But now the game has been kicked off and Portugal in white jerseys are competing against Romania and dark blue. What is interesting definitely is that today we see, or in this game we see, the contest of two nations that participated in the Rugby World Cup. France this year that we saw, and I'm sure I don't need to remind the rugby audience about the great victory of Portugal over the Fiji. Romania has surprised in their first game against world-ranked #1 Ireland when they scored early try, but otherwise then they will be waiting for the next bigger achievement for the next Rugby World Cup editions. So far after the kickoff, we've seen little issues when receiving the ball from the Portuguese players. For the referee from Moldova ordered a scrum for Romania, which are now being restarted. And a solid scrum from the Romanian side. And Romania is initiating the first attack, but the player playing on the fly half, Captain Mitrea, has had issues, and we saw a pass a bit late. But slight tackle and a little tension. Sebastian Tofan, Romanian player with number 12, has tackled a bit later after the pass. One of the Portuguese player, but from perspective of the referee, no issues. So we will continue with another scrum, but this time for Portugal. Martin Domingues with number 9 will be feeding this scrum. The long kick onto the right side from the Portuguese perspective. The work for the fullback Koeman. Well received. But a good pressure by Romania, and now Romania is taking the ball. Faced by the forwards. Change direction and a strong carry by Matei. But this action will not continue. Another knock on again from Romanian players. Still the referee is stopping the time. And here we can have a replay. Back then it was the Portuguese knock on, which then led to the offensive action of Romanian players. We have a medical check of one of the Romanian players. Actually, under examination is Jose Lavush. A bit of running nose. But now we can continue, and like I said, we are continuing with the Portuguese scrum. Koeman with the high up and under. The referee has seen a knock on. Eugeniu Procope, the referee of this game, is experienced, international referee. We could see him judging several senior games as well. You can see that he is for the game fully under control. But we have some first 5 minutes after the game so far. None of the goal lines was really threatened. It's definitely sympathetic that the beginning is a balanced game. Even though that the Romanians are underdogs, so far they are definitely equal opponent to the Portugal. Let's see how this will develop in the upcoming 75 minutes. But now heavy pressure on the Romanian scrum halves to drop the ball. Portuguese at the ball. Dominguez again passes to his forwards. Portugal is playing advantage. Good active defense from the Romanian centers. But here the advantage not used. There was an offside as the referee signals, and it's again Dominguez who was trying to find himself the space, but then he was very well tackled. On the left side, Monteiro into the contact. Again now the back line. Beautiful run by Dalmeida. That was captain of Vasconcelos. Good charge, but Romanians are very well organized. Portuguese are not finding so far ways out of surprise, but maybe complications now as the Coman, the Romanian fullback, has missed the ball with his foot. And now the time is probably off. The referee is returning outside of the Romanian 22 and explaining something with one of the players. Maybe we will be a bit wiser from a replay where we've seen this missed kick by Coman, who was then returning and trying to catch. And possibly there could have been some kind of obstruction or offside from Romanian players, so it's a penalty kick for Portugal. And because of the position is very favorable for the kicker, Portugal will try to add first 3 points onto their scoreboard. The man who will be kicking his fly half of Portuguese team, Thomas Marques. He's now concentrating and projecting his kick. Which was successful. Portugal taking the lead by 3 points after 8 minutes of the game. Portugal are taking the lead, and now we will continue. The game will be restarted with the kickoff by Romania. Nice hanging ball. Portugal maintain the position. And now they are trying a counter-attack on the right wing. Dominguez Marques moving the ball further to the left. And a penalty. This time dangerous tackle. This time Marques is not attempting to hit the goal line, he's moving the ball into the touch, where will the Portuguese player have opportunity to throw their own line out and try to attack and score a try. Well played. Good throw by Magrico. And Portugal is approaching with the maul. They are now some 5 meters from the goal line. Seems to be as the first stop of the maul. Good work by the Romanian defense now. Portuguese backline. It was Alvarez. Alvarez with the ball. He managed to offload, but the ball has been bouncing on the ground. But obviously, Portugal was playing advantage. And that was a high tackle. High tackle. Afonso Alvarez was tackled dangerously. And that's why Portugal has another penalty kick. That would be quite good position for... Okay, so there were multiple rule violations. They decided to play the penalty just 5 meters from the touch, and Portugal wants to try. They could have been just kicking and adding 3 more points from quite good position for the kicker, but they are hungry for a try, so we will see a line out at the 5 meter line. Now important moment for Romania. They will need to defend. And they managed to stop the ball moving at least for a while, but now there's a promising run and the first try of this game. First try of the game for Portugal, which is now extending their lead to 8-0. And it was the player with number 2, hooker, Manuel Magrico. Magrico might be the better pronunciations.
Manuel Magrico.
Yeah, quite similar situation, similar first try like the one we could have seen in the first game between the Netherlands and Belgium. It was also from all, it was also on the left side from the attacking team's perspective. And a hooker who just decided to take it on his own and has beaten the defender and scored a try. So similar situation and also successful conversion. It was again Thomas Marques.
14 minutes of the first half, 10-0 for Portugal.
Now after kick, a good catch by Jose Monteiro. And a good kick. Let's see if this will be also a quick line out. Not anymore. Good line out for Romania. High hanging ball. And Portuguese were the first one to claim it. Now a quick run. And avoiding a tackle. It's probably again Monteiro. Very powerful and fast run. Now Marques has found a gap in the defense, tried to send a little rubber. Now Romania is counter-attacking. Perici. Unfortunately, he dropped the ball. That's a knock-on, and the referee is now whistling. We will see scrum. Next scrum for Portugal. Marques. Sorry, it was not Marques. It was one of his colleagues in the back who has been having some handling issues. But now the issues is having the left Romanian winger. He's now in the troubles. Iwan and Portuguese they're faster than the support. It looks like that they have the ball. Monteiro. But Portuguese attack ended up with the knock-on. So next scrum. So also in this game we see quite many scrums. Now one more replay of Iwan's troubles. There were two defenders. Iwan had to be careful about not getting into touch and at the same time not losing the ball, which unluckily for Romanians happened at the end. And now we can see again the physiotherapist of Portuguese on the field. Domingues looks like that he needs some kind of fix. He's going off the field, so probably it could be a blood injury or hopefully nothing serious. Anyway, he has been now replaced by Thomas Amado. Kick. Coman used the mark. And punts the ball away from the Romanian goal line. The ball crossed the touchline around 10-meter line. Portugal will still stay in the territory of Romania. We have some 18 minutes past and the score is 10-0 in favor of the Portuguese rugby players, who are now initiating another attack, moving the ball onto the left. Well tackled. Fullback Pesara. And this is a break by Lorenzo Moita is the author of the second try. He has suddenly appeared in the back line and beautifully found a gap, and then Coman had a very hard situation to stop him. He was actually aiming to hit the ball to prevent him from touching with the ball the goal territory, but he was not successful. And Portugal is now extending their lead again. Or sorry, so okay, so now my apology, I was too much carried away by the action and the try was not given. The score remains 10-0. One more time apology. So at the end, Coman was successful. So the game is continuing. 20th minute, Romania is now at the ball. They are losing by 10 points in the game against Portugal. So far sympathetic performance, but they are more in the defensive mode. They were able to only kick the ball on the half of the Portuguese team. Possibly they are more counting on some counter-attacks and focusing on the defense. Captain Vasconcelos has been well tackled. Hurt then by Lavosh. And this might be one of the counter-attacking opportunities that Romania has been waiting for. Complications on the Portuguese side when receiving the ball, but probably one of the chasing Romanian players has made a knock on. At the same time, we can see a comeback of Martin Dominguez. So apparently he was fixed. Amado is coming off the field. And Portugal will continue in their initial lineup. But definitely we need to give credit to Amado, who stepped into the game and was confidently distributing the game and organizing the attack. An evidence definitely of a good quality on the bench of Portuguese team. Another line out, then Perici in action. Ball for Romania, continuing with the maul. Now it has been collapsed. Advantage for Romania. Another up and under, this time by Tofan. And this is the end of the advantage. Romania will have a choice. And Romania is going to try to surprise the Portuguese defense from a line out. About 18 meters from the goal line. Might be the moment when they are the closest so far in this game to the Portuguese goal line. Let's see what they will prepare for the line out. Their lineouts were quite solid. They managed to win their own. And that's also the case here. It's Andone with the carry. Looks like a pick and go. The forwards will try to get meter by meter, get closer and closer to the Portuguese goal line. And another penalty. And another call from captain Antonio Mihal Mitrea. Okay, so they will tap and go. Now Romania 5 meters from the goal line. Again, forwards in action. The backs are now organized for, let's see if there's some set play. Yeah, one of the backs on the blind side. Few more meters forward. Now just 2 meters back. But strong counter-attacking from the Portuguese defenders. But Romania is playing advantage. Oh, this is tough. Romania still playing advantage, and forwards are ready for another pick and go. This time it was Eduard Matei, but very good defense from the Portuguese. Another carry, Juganaro. Lovely move to Andune. Andune. Still not there. Portugal is defending very patiently. But Romania was more patient and especially disciplined. The referee decided to speak with the captain, Guilherme Vasconcelos. But very nice performance. We need to appreciate the play that we've seen now by Romania. Also passion and hunger for a try. So they again decided to ride straight. And Romania is trying to play it safe and to bank so long to the defense until it breached, but this could have been a knock-on. Yes. There was a knock-on. If I've seen well, it was player number 14, Elliot Durier. And he get into the pass that was aiming to Kroitoru. Made a knock-on, and this might be a relief for the Portugal. It's 10-0, and last maybe 3 to 5 minutes, Portugal was under heavy pressure. Of course, 5-meter scrum, defensive one, is not a pleasure, but this is a hope for Portugal to get released out of their defensive territory. Let's see how they will be successful. Okay, they decided to carry. Yeah, but their number 8, Peña, got into a bit troubles. And this is a try! This is a try for Romania. Now I'm really curious about the replay, how this has happened, because it was Portuguese ball. I'm now not sure if it suddenly bounced out of the ruck and one of the Romanian players was very fast and at the right time and right place and scored a try. So now it's 10-5 for Portugal. Romania, even though from position of underdogs, just based on the ranking, is showing a very solid performance. And if the captain Mitra with number 10 will add 2 more points, which is just now happening, then it means Portuguese lead is shrinking to just 3 points. We have 10 minutes to go in the first half of this game. And what is great is that we see a balanced game. Now it's time to answer from the Portuguese players how they will cope with this situation. Whether we will see some more, let's say, activity or attempted open play, or whether they will continue more patiently. A kickoff by Thomas Marques. Romania is returning the ball immediately. Up and under. Attempted catch by Marques, but then it was one of his teammates who managed to catch the ball. Well, defense from the Romania on the right side, and there was a active rush from Eduard Matei, left prop from Romania. He's very much visible in this game so far, but again, attack on the left side from Portugal. Yeah, but here Captain Vasconcelos was pushed out into the touch. We should continue with the line out for the Romania. Yeah, one more time. left side, and good work from Cristian Petrea, Romanian flanker. Perici's good throw was not captured by his teammates in the line out. And the scrum has collapsed. Now the time is stopped. One more intervention by the physio of the Portuguese side. We've seen their therapist quite often during the first half. Mr. Diogo Santana has had a full hands of work so far. Hopefully nothing serious, and might be just a big difference in the weather conditions compared to what the Portuguese players are used to. And the main referee Prokop is still not happy with the scrum. He's ordering to reset it. We have 7 minutes roughly remaining till the end of the first half of the second game of Rugby Europe U18 Championship. The game between Portugal and Romania. The score is 10-7. Portugal is still leading, but now they need to deal with a very strong scrum from Romania, which has now earned a penalty. You can see the excitement from the Romanian forwards. They created a heavy, strong push and forced their Portuguese counterparts to make a mistake. So this penalty, the kicker of Romania and the captain Antonio Mitrea has decided to try to kick the ball between the 3 posts. If he would be successful, then we would be starting again from 0. As the score would be 10-10, but it's quite far. One from an angle. Let's see how will the Romanian captain deal with this kick. And it was very close. It was very close, but not strong enough. So Portuguese had time to clean the ball. Romania decides to throw a quick line out and followed by a kick. Quite a smart kick. It didn't go directly into the touch. The play is now again returning somewhere around the place of the kick. Okay, so it went directly then into touch probably, because we will continue with the line out for Portugal from the place where the ball was kicked. So advantage for Portugal. And another scrum.
5. 4, sorry. 4:30. Crouch!
There's a situation on the left side of the Portuguese offense. But Portugal players lost the ball. Romanian scrum half could use a box kick to give a little bit of breathing space to his teammates. In the replay, we can see the cooperation of Portuguese backs that went really close to the try line. Yeah, but he lost the ball when being tackled. Namely, it was number 14, João Cardoso. And you can see another knock on. Quite many handling errors during the first half of this game. We've seen also quite many scrums in the first game, but it was compared to this one a bit more open. Definitely the backs were more passing, let's say, and trying to get through the defense. In this game we see more kicking. Of course, what is stepping in is the fact that it's an important game. There's no second chance. If you lose in this game, you cannot go into the semi-finals, you cannot compete for the overall victory in the tournament. So that, of course, somehow tightens the hands of the players. But for sure, this is not really a rugby paradise show. But let's see how we'll end up this attack at the ball. Portuguese fullback Pissarra. Now moving the ball all the way to the left side. And Portuguese hooker was hidden on the wing. Magrico, the author of the first try of the game.
Guys.
Another offense against the rule from Romanian players. Now the referee is calling to speak with the captains.
We have 1 more minute and a half. Discipline up. I have 2 was fine. He was the tackler, didn't roll away. Okay? Your tackler didn't roll away. Didn't roll away. Sure.
So Romanian tackle was not rolling away, as it was clear from the instructions. That's why the penalty against Romania. The referee also reminded that there's just 1 last minute of the first half, and he asked both players to improve their discipline. For Portugal, definitely this will be a good opportunity to extend their lead just before the end of the first half, and they are now 5 meters from the try line. They are also trying their luck with the first row. It was Lavush into contact. Now they are again forwards preparing, this time Dalmeida. Romanian defense is on their feet and paying attention. Now Portuguese backline to the winger, and this is the try number 2 for Portugal. Francisco Pinto in the last minute of the first half of the game between Portugal and Romania. This player is scoring the second try of Portugal and increasing their lead to 15-7.
Halftime, after the kick.
Definitely a reason to celebrate for the Portuguese players in the white jerseys. This game so far for them was not walk in the park. Looks like that they're maybe still looking for their rhythm, and this try can give them some extra comfort, which could allow them to play a bit more open, using their back line and being more successful in getting through the Romanian defense. Early rush from the Romanian players. And a missed kick from Thomas Marques is the last thing we will see in the first half of the Rugby Europe U18 Championship. Game between Portugal and Romania. After the first 40 minutes, the score is 15-7. As mentioned earlier, the game is full of some, let's say, handling errors. The players are still getting into the right working conditions and temperature, probably. Hopefully we will see a better rugby in the second half, but we definitely need to praise Romania. Like I said, Romania has been entering the game as underdogs. Portugal was the team that played a final during the previous year in 2022. The game ended up 34-10 for Georgia back then, and Romania lost in the game for the final 7th place with Czech team 10-8. But now the game we have seen is definitely not demonstrating so big difference as one would say from the results of the last round. Here a couple of replays. There was the high tackle on the Portuguese players. Now we will see the first try of the game of the Portugal. Successful carry from Manuel Magrico and the first try for the Portuguese team. Portugal took the lead, but then Romanian players managed to get very close to the goal line of Portugal. They were occupying the 22-meter territory for quite a long time, and then they definitely earned the deserved try. And made this game much more dramatic. Portugal then scored a second try at the very end of the first half, and at this moment we have a 15-minute break ahead of us, and we can definitely look forward what will the second half bring.
It's We are just about to begin the second game of today's program of Rugby Europe U18 Championship. Team Romania is already on the pitch and we are waiting for Portugal to enter the playground and start the second half. Portugal is in the lead after a very tense and dramatic first half, 15-7.
So far just one game before this one. It was between the Netherlands and Belgium. Netherlands won and earned, let's say, promotion for the semi-finals, and they will compete for the overall victory, while Belgium will be just looking for 5th place at the best. So here we have the second quarterfinal and its second half. Portugal managed to score 2 tries. Now they are in the lead 15-7. And Romania is definitely not giving anything for free. They have occupied the defensive territory of Portugal for long minutes, and step by step they managed to create such pressure on the Portuguese defense that scored their try. Also, their kicker was successful from the subsequent kick, and therefore the score is 15-7. And as you can see, we have a rain here in Prague. I was mentioning that despite it's November, the weather is quite favorable, but I need to take it back because it's quite cold, some 3 to 4 degrees Celsius, and on top the rain has started. But this is not an obstacle for the players. A little chip by the captain of the Romanian team, but then it was the fly half Thomas Marques who captured the ball for Portugal, and Portugal can now go and advance onto the left side. And there was a good carry by João Cardoso, but a high tackle. Sorry, that's not a high tackle, but anyway, it's a penalty kick for Romania. So what was also quite typical for the first half was a number of either handling errors or some other, let's say, violations of the rules. We had a lot of scrums. This is definitely not an easy game for the packs of the both teams. And now Perici throwing his another line out. Well played by Romania, and now a grubber into the defensive 22 of Portugal. The referee saw probably a knock-on, but now he also calls the captains and interrupts the game.
I'm talking. No, come here. Guys. No, I'm talking now. I'm done. You have to. No more comments on the pitch. We have to play rugby and not to talk here. You're spending the energy on stuff you don't have to spend on. Okay? You can. No, not now. We go on. We carry on.
So what we could definitely hear from the referee is some kind of frustration. Obviously, here's a lot of comments from both sides. A lot of players commenting what should be and what should not be instead of focusing on their game. This is what the main referee of this game from Moldova mentioned as what he minds. So he was asking the captains to really focus only on the game. In the meantime, we have a medical action related to Sebastian Tofan, Romanian center. Who is treated by the Romanian medical team. Here we can see the same player in the action, and it was this chase followed by the kick and collision with the opponent that probably caused him some harm. In the first moment I was more concerned about the player on the ground who received the kick, but he seems to be obviously fine. I think that on the ground it was fly half Thomas Marques. And now Romania with the ball inside the 22, and this is a good carry by Koman. Some celebration on the Romanian side, but referee says no try. Alexandru Sebastian Koman was very close to the try. We can have a replay. Andone started the action with the, and then beautiful dummy handoff. Yeah, but very good work by one of the Portuguese defender. He was keeping the hand with the ball of Koman away, well above the artificial grass here at Marketa Stadium. So referees had a good eye, and it's really no try. We are continuing 45 minutes of this game behind Perici. Another line-out throw. This time not successful for the Romanian side. Portuguese launching a counter-attack, moving the ball more to the left, and this could be a break. And still continuing with number 14, that's João Cardoso. He's been quite visible. We'll be interested about the number of meters he has made, because he considerably moved the ball forward several times. Even though Portugal get the ball, and again the time is off, and the referee is looking for a card. So we will see this is probably the first card of this tournament.
Tony. He's on the ground. Late tackle. It's unnecessary for you.
Late tackle for David Juan Belusica.
No, it's a penalty.
A big lock will be missing now for the 10 minutes on the Romanian side. Hopefully Romania will not be missing their captain, who has been again treated on the ground. And he is the reason why we are now waiting, but yeah, now he's also on his feet while we are still watching the player at the sin bin.
Back 10. 10, please. Late tackle. Go. Good.
Good line out for Portugal, that is now trying to get the ball into the goal line through the maul. We just stopped approaching now, going to the right, and this is promising, and it's also try. Clear signalization by the referee, and again it was Portuguese hooker Manuel Magrico who is heading the third try for Portugal and his second try in this game. Let's have a one more time look at it. Yeah. Also from our point of view here, clear try. And additional breathing space for the Portuguese team. A bit of pity for Romania, because Romania started in a much more active way the second half. They spent quite some time in the defensive territory of Portugal, but then a counter-attack came, mistake. It was this late tackle from Belushika, followed with a yellow card and immediate try from Portugal. 27. And amazing kick. Great work from Thomas Marques. 2 extra points, 22-7. 30 minutes to go.
Conversion by Thomas Marques, 22-7.
Kickoff didn't well as planned, it went straight into the touch. And in those cases, the opponents have a choice. They can either ask to restart the kick or to have a scrum, which I would guess in 99% of cases ends up with a scrum.
You're not playing 8? You just got to follow up? Yes. Okay. Without 8.
And it looks like that both scrums will be with just 7 players on each side.
Bind! Set!
So number 8 from Portugal was revoked and joined the ranks of backs, but now on the right side. Attack from Portugal. Portuguese players lost the ball, but then they quickly managed to clear the player outside. The Romanian player into the touch, so they will continue with the ball, with the throw-in. In the meantime, we can see first substitutions. A couple of fresh faces. With number 23, Marian Pelin.
Here's your mark. No, wait. Back.
Stepping in.
Time on.
There's also a player with number 24, Eric Nat.
Yeah, 7-7. Crouch! Bind! Set! Stay.
A good Romanian scrum, even though in just 7 players, and that was an interesting rush from the Portuguese center. But the ball carrier has withstanded the pressure, and Romania continues to attack. And a very good tackle. So far in this game, we don't see that many spectacular tackles like we saw in the game Netherlands-Belgium, especially the Dutch players were very active in their defense. An interception. And this is another pity for Romania. It was Elliot Durier who captured the ball and was running into the breakaway, but he was tripped by a grass. You can see it again, yeah, there was actually no one else. It was just the player with French sounding name that has lost control over his body, fell on the ground, lost the ball, and therefore it's going to be scrum for Portugal.
Don't rush. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Dominguez feeding the ball into scrum. Marketa's position for a kick. It's a high kick, but well captured by Mirzak. Coman in the issues, well tackled by a Portuguese defender. Margan Pellini with number 23 has established himself at the scrum half, so we can see a change on this critical position in the Romanian team. Let's see what kind of impact it will have on the play. Still no changes in the scrum half and fly half in case of Portugal. Still Dominguez-Marquez duo remains. Portuguese again moving the ball to the right, trying to outnumber their foes, but Romania has managed to organize and to move to the same direction. Now they have possibility to counterattack. The ball was dropped. Initially it looked like back, but referee has stopped the game. Okay, so now it's clear Romania was playing the advantage, so it will be scrum for Romania. Time is off. Again, substitution. We have fresh pair of legs. Alexandre Mihai Stoyan. New prop on the side of Romania. And also with number 19 we can see Viktor Konstantin Kornichuk. A new flanker, so quite many and new fresh players, especially on the Romanian side. Portugal is staying mostly in their original lineup, with a few exceptions. And the ball went back first. Play on, says referee. And knock on from Portugal. And time is off again. Again we have a injury. We have a medical / doctor intervention. All the players are again ready to play. The subject of the examination was Mihai Daniel Nita, Romanian lock, who is now ready to attend the next scrum. And we can also see the detail of Stefan Mirzak, the new scrum half of Romania.
The yellow card is back on. It's all good.
And because all the players now back on the field, so also the number 8 from Portugal is joining the scrum, and the scrums will be in the traditional 8 against 8 format.
Use it.
A good scrum by Portuguese forwards. They managed to create a big pressure on their opponents, and those made a mistake, so the ball is coming onto the Portuguese side. Our additional substitution, 23 minutes before the end of this game, is coming number 20, Mircea Munteanu onto the field.
Bind. Set. Stop.
And this time a strong scrum from Romania. Portugal still with the ball. But just for a short time, short-lived action, again, knock on.
Number 3, blue.
A little deja vu against scrum and against substitution. Now we won't see any more Juganaru, right prop of Romania. So he was replaced and his the game ends for him for now. Of course, so yeah, you said it may be too early because it's possible that the players are coming back. That both teams have 8 substitutions. And they are not limited just to the players who have not played yet. They can come back. So Romanians now at the wall. Let's see how they will be fighting to get back into the game. 22-7, 15-point difference. That's more than 2 tries with conversion. So quite a lot of work to do, but still 20 minutes of the play, and in rugby like in any other sport, a lot of is possible. Now penalty for Romania.
Off feet. Yeah, 10 is good. Stay on your feet wide. Box. Kick and go.
Looks like that good kicking position.
Picioarele sau genunchi?
Genunchi trebuie să atingă
Genunchi.
Gives a high probability of scoring 3 points than attempting to score a try. So Romanian team captain and the kicker Antonio Metra has decided to kick. Bit over 30 meters from the goal, and the kick went wide. And at the same time, the player who was kicking is currently at the ground. Again, medical assistance is needed. Looks like there's just some cramps. Of course, missing Antonio Metra in the Romanian team, that would have a big impact, because like I said, he's not just a kicker, he's not just fly half, but also the captain of the team, so definitely somebody who would be considerably missed. Okay, but now let's come back to the game. Portuguese backline needs to deal with another kick from Romania. At the 22-meter line, and a penalty. Offside by Romania. An attempt to restart the game quickly. But the referee is again pointing to the place where the game should start again. And this is followed by a kick into the touch, where Portuguese will be throwing their own line out. Now you can see for the second time in the game Tomáš Amadou coming to the game. This time he's substituting Domingues intentionally because of a blood injury. So now both scrum halves are renewed in the teams. Again, issues in handling this time on the Portuguese side. And better safe than sorry. Ball was kicked into the touch by the defender, so that will be a line out quite close to the goal line by Romanian team. Exactly on the place where assistant referee Ondřej Forst is pointing to. We will see again Mario Perici in the action. The blonde hooker with the dreadlocks has been quite distinguishable from the other players. Portugal will be fighting their way out of their defensive territory. Now probably with a kick. That was a good kick. It was from behind the all goal line and it crossed the touch just after 22-meter line. Well played by the Portuguese kicker. A tackle. One of the Portuguese player, but turnover for the Portugal. And penalty for Romania. Let's see if we will have a possibility to see again that moment, that tackle. This one. It's Francisco Uva who tripped the player with one arm. The referee was happy with that. Game was played on and the penalty came later. Now Romanians used the penalty kick to move a little bit further. They went for a kick into the touch. Another line out by Perici. And this one was not really good for the Romanian. Ball in the hands of the players with the white jerseys. And another knock-on, so now some hassle. Romania has advantage and is very close. And this is a penalty. Ball was quickly played again, but the referee insists, okay, we're coming back. Played again.
On the line.
Here we see the critical moment when the ball was knocked on, and then there was this hassle.
No.
In the meantime, the game play continues. Romania is trying to surprise defense on the right side. Going further to the right.
Tackle now!
Show time for the defensive efforts of Portugal.
No hands, no white!
Solid defense.
Back foot here.
Now Perici.
No hands, white! No white! No, it's a penalty.
Okay, penalty, no try.
Time off. G. Captain, please.
Here we can see the action. Perici, when he brought the ball just very
to release him,
close,
which had an impact.
he tried to
That's
stand up and play again.
Yellow card for you.
And okay, again probably cramps. And looks like a card. Yellow card number 12.
No, time is off. Time is off.
Captain Vasconcelos.
Wait. Calm. Gents. Yes, I understand.
He's now aiming to the sin bin. And immediately getting a jacket from one of the staff member.
Number 3. Number 3 white substitution. Number 3.
And we will not see any more in this game. Jose Lavush will be replaced by Nikolai Turapelidze, the player with quite Georgian sounding name.
It's a penalty here. Okay. He didn't release afterwards the ball and he made a double move. Okay.
So last 10 minutes of the game ahead of us. Portugal is still managing to maintain their 15-point lead. The time is running against Romanian players, but at the same time they have a very good position. But this doesn't look good for
check the line here.
Mario Perici,
Wait.
who played now for 70 minutes in the first row, which is not such a big surprise that he must be really tired, especially after that many scrums. And a quick play and a nice try for Romania. So that was a nice move,
Tony.
which outnumbered the Portuguese players on the right side.
Has to behave, okay? Scores a try, has to be calm.
Try by Sebastian Tofan. Big part of the work has been done by the new scrum half, by Mirzak. He prepared very well
I cannot hear you.
the ball for the water of the try. Now Romania is losing by 10 points only. Well, only. It depends, of course, on the perspective, because it's 9 minutes to go. And Antonio Mitrea will be still kicking. This kick has had some limits. It's not additional 2 points, so 22-12. That's the score in the game between Portugal and Romania. 8 minutes to go, according to the clock, which is available at the stadium and also in the broadcast. Of course, what decides are the watches of the referee. And since there have been many interruptions and many times the time was off, we might have some deviation. But anyway, 10-point lead for Portugal. And another player from Romania is on the ground. Now we can see the leg of the Romanian player with the scattered black pieces of rubber, which are used instead of a mat in the artificial grass fields, like is this one at Marketa. But now Cristian Petrea is again on his foot and ready to join another scrum. And charge down, kick by Portugal. They have numbers on the right side. Well, again, Romania well organized in their defense. And a very nice carry by player in the white jersey. Again, the direction has changed. Portugal again going to the right. Close to the touchline.
Advantage, high tackle, number.
Portugal is now playing advantage. There was a high tackle according to the referee, and Portugal is now going more into the left.
No 24! Was it knock on?
Knock on by Portugal, but like I said, Portugal's playing advantage. In the meantime, one more player that needs a treatment. Again, it looks as a cramps again for Romania. So it's a question whether this is unusual surface or whether they had extra hard training before the game, so that they are tired and let's say not able to withstand full 80 minutes of this game.
Downtime to talk to you guys to keep the discipline up for the other game, okay? It was a high tackle by 21.
Anyway, it's still Portugal at the ball. Portugal very close to the try line of Romania. They will go now for a line out. And for sure, this is where Portuguese want to be. This is where they want to be. They are deep inside the territory of Romania. Time is flowing.
Wait. Take a step. Time on.
Time is flowing now. As it was stopped by the referee. More, but the throw was not straight according to the referee. So Portugal is losing the ball. Possibly a scrum for Romania, like signaled by the main referee right now.
You two, be straight. Eight, please. Crouch. Bind. Sit. Steady. Stay. Fine. No hands. You need to pull. Holding on. Number 23 have to leave the ball. Three minutes left. 3 minutes to play. 3. Yeah.
So 3 more minutes.
Inside.
The referee was quite clear about how long we will still be in this match between Portugal, Romania, and the Rugby Europe U18 Championship.
Here, no, white.
Here we see the first round, and it's Portugal, which is much closer to the semi-final. On the other hand, it's Romania that is closer to the defeat, and therefore the final knockout phase for the final 5th place, 5th to 8th. Of course, depending on the performance in the next games, the winner of this game will meet the winner of match between Spain and Czechia, which will be played later today, starting at 5:30 p.m. local time. And right after this game, we will have opportunity to see the champions of the previous year, team from Georgia, which will meet Switzerland. The expected kickoff is in about sorry for delay, so it should be at 3 p.m. So about 1 hour, less than 1 hour from now, Georgia-Switzerland game will start again here in Prague at Stadium Marketa. Never mind, Georgia is...
Relax, you didn't hear the whistle?
The team which is
Come.
expected
No.
to
I
be
blew
the
whistle.
strongest.
Hey, I didn't ask
They
you.
played the final game against Portugal
It was
last
not
year,
straight, scrum or line up.
but like already said several times, Portugal has not demonstrated themselves in this game as a let's say superpower against the Romanian team. This match was quite full of scrums, full of different mistakes, and also let's say rule violations. At least the referee was not happy. He was calling several times the captains to speak to their teams to improve the discipline. Of course, the weather, which is quite wet and cold, has not been helping that much, but I believe that if Portugal wants to have the highest aspirations, they will need to improve the performance. And of course they will need to win this match, which is not over yet. Still some short time to go, but they're leading by 10 points. This would be quite a big shock if they would lose this one. We've seen that also probably Romania, they don't possess that much stamina anymore. We've seen quite many players that needed medical assistance. Slightly cramps.
Yeah. White.
But still they are approaching now more closer to the
Take a step out. White.
territory of Portugal, and after a good kick they will have a line out at the 5-meter line. Maybe one of the very last actions of this game. And now won by Romania. Portugal was just preparing to push, and they are pushing really successfully. Romania is stepping back. Very well played. Now let's see how this action will continue. Romania playing into the back line.
Tackle release.
There's a plate again.
Tackle.
To the center.
Use it.
Trying to surprise on the left wing.
No,
And this is Mark.
Too late.
No. So too late, as said by the gesture, was supposed too late, but still. Still the captain of Portuguese team that came back from the sin bin has been running forward.
I didn't hear it. I didn't show it.
But he was crossed with another Portuguese player without the ball, which prevented the defenders to tackle him. That's the reason why the referee ordered a penalty.
Time's up after the kick.
Referee Prokopi from Moldova. And possibly the last thing we will see in this game will be a kick on the
No
posts.
pressure. Stay calm, okay?
Okay, surprise, surprise.
No, guys. You'll retake the kick. You have to take a lead. No. You have to take a legitimate kick. Guys. No. Back. Tony, you have to take a legitimate kick to the post, okay?
Yeah, referee was more than unhappy with the way how Romanian decided to play this action or this penalty. It was pretended that he will kick on the post, but in the end he just tapped it and tried to play. So creative solution, but too much creative for the referee Prokopi. And that's it. Portugal-Romania 25-12. We've seen the second match, and we can look forward. 3 p.m. Georgia, Switzerland. We will see another game. This time we saw in the end the victory of the Portuguese team. that has managed to win. And after replays in a short while, we will have a short flash interview. So stay tuned and we'll see the immediate reactions of the both teams about this game.
Victor of this game and team which progressed to the semi-final and with the final score 22-15.
Thank you. Sorry.
So already after 2 games of today's schedule, we know that Portugal and Netherlands will fight for the spot in the final at Tuesday, and Belgium and Romania will play in the group for 5th and 8th place.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
We are now just in the middle of today's under-18 program. Because next game in the third one will be Switzerland against Georgia, and then the last game of under-18 today's schedule will home nation Czech Republic play Spain.
Luis Miguel Leal, the coach of Portuguese team, congratulations to the victory. What's your satisfaction with the game today?
Only the victory. I think it wasn't a good day for us. Hopefully we can improve for the next game. We have to work on what we did badly and work to next game. It will be most difficult.
What will you focus most on? Because there were quite many handling issues, discipline.
Yeah, the handling was terrible. I have to be honest, everything was terrible. So we have a lot of work to do. So hopefully we have a good training session tomorrow and to improve.
Okay, one more time, congratulations for the victory and hope to have a more pleasant interview next time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
And then from Romania we have a captain of the team, Antonio Mitre. So it was a loss, but at the same time you played against the second best team last championship. Very tight game. What are your feelings after the game?
I'm really tired, to be honest. I'm really tired and sorry. And but I'm glad because we did the best, and it was a tough game with the second place from last year, and we are happy but sad because we are very close to win.
It seems that quite many of your players had cramps, that they have to be they needed medical assistance. What was the issue? Were you, let's say, tired after the transportation, or is it the surface here?
Yeah, a little cramps, but we try to continue and to do the best for our country and for our team.
I think it was definitely a nice performance. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for the interview, and good luck for the next phase of the tournament.
Thank you very much, too.
Thank you.